So last week we actually got some good news. And that good news was that inflation was starting to come down. It went from 7.1% to 6.5%. However, some people brought up in the comment section, how is 6.5% inflation even good? Well, 6.5% inflation is not good. But the trend that we're going, we went from 9.1% down to where we're at now. That is what is positive news. Now, I want to address one other thing, and that is, are prices dropping for retirees? And the answer in some cases is yes, but in other cases it is no. Now, we're going to go through some of the graphs from the CPI report from December, right? So make sure you stick around for this entire video because you need to understand where prices are increasing and where they're actually dropping. So let's get right down to it. So here we go. So where are prices increasing, or where are they decreasing? Well, here's what we know. So food at home. Here's what we need to look at right here. Let me show you this. So food at home is right here, okay? Now, food at home, if you come over here, you can see that it used to be 0.4%. That's from September to October. Then October to November, it was increasing by 0.5%. And then we are seeing a deceleration. Now it's only at 0.2%. Okay, that's food at home. The reason why I want to bring that up is mainly because that 0.2%, this is actually pretty important. This means we're close. We're close to seeing a negative number. And once we see that negative number, that will be good news. For example, we are seeing that negative number right here for cereals and cereal products. We're seeing a negative 1%, which would be annualized at negative 12%. That's for flour and prepared flour mixes. We're seeing a negative 0.7% right there for bread and other than white bread. Okay, we got down here a negative 1.3% for crackers, bread, and cracker products. We also have a negative 2% down here. Well, down at the very bottom, you can't even see it. It's under uncooked ground beef, but it's actually pork is negative 0.2%. Then we got a negative 1.1% for frozen and refrigerated bakery products, pies, tarts, turnovers. Now, I'm going to go back to another chart in just a second, but what you need to understand is it's not the main cost for retirees. It's pretty simple. The main costs are food, are energy, transportation, there's shelter, okay? Those are the main costs. Now, I'm going to throw utilities in there as well. But those are the main costs. There's 5. The biggest ones. Shelter is a big one, and I can tell you right now it's not coming down. Another big one is food. Food prices are starting to plateau, which means hopefully we're on that peak, which then we will start to come down. Which means for retirees, we are going to see that cost drop, which would mean you can actually hold on to a little bit more of your income, especially if you're collecting Social Security. Your Social Security benefits are not going up. If we see food prices go up for 2023, doesn't mean your benefits are going to go up. Chances are, for 2024, you're going to have a 0% cost of living adjustment or something very close to it. Unfortunately, that's what we're expecting. Now, let's get right back into this chart. So we also have energy, right? So energy, and this is big. This is why I said this, as far as utilities, because utility costs are coming down a little bit, okay? Now, just for energy, just in general, negative 4.5%. This is month over month. That's actually pretty substantial, okay? Especially when the last 2 months we went from a positive 1.8 number to a negative 1.6 number, and now we're at negative 4.5. So that's pretty substantial right there. Gasoline, this is a big one. We're going to do all types of gasoline right here. You can see it's at negative 9.4. It's all types of gasoline. Negative 9.4% month over month. If you just do unleaded regular, it's negative 9.6%. Again, month over month. That's a substantial decrease. Okay. Let's also go to electricity right here. You can see it. Electricity is right there. What we know from electricity is it went from 0.7%, then it went to positive 0.1%. Then it went to a negative 0.2%, and now it's at a 1%. So it kind of went back up, right? A little bit of an issue, but we expect that. That's normal for winter months. Is normally we're using a little bit more electricity to try to heat our homes. So because of that, it's typical. History tells us that is what we should expect. Now, let's go to what we got here. Is there anything else here? In most cases, retirees are not buying, they're not buying bedroom furniture, not buying window coverings or floor coverings. They're not usually buying, laundry equipment and things like that. So I think we're good with that one. We'll go to the next chart in just a second. This is going to have some medical stuff on it, a little bit of transportation, and actually I don't even think there's transportation on this one. But anyway, the key here though, what I really want you guys to understand is that costs are coming down. The issue is that they're lagging a little bit. So even though we're seeing some good news right now, as far as indicators that prices are going to come down, we might not see the prices actually tick down for 2 to 3 months. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Even though I'm saying prices are dropping for retirees, it doesn't mean they're dropping today. We'll probably see the drop in the near future. Okay, so let's get down to this last page right here. We'll start right here with medical care commodities, and we'll go down from there. But medicinal drugs, you can see right here, this is pretty flat. That's good. Okay, we're not seeing big price swings from that. Prescriptions, we saw right here, it was -1, went to -2, and then now it is a positive 0.1. So essentially we're pretty much even on that as well. So again, that's prescription drugs. Non-prescription drugs, okay, we got a -0.4%. So again, prices are going down there. But the issue, we got medical equipment right here and supplies, that increased to 2.3%. Not sure exactly why that is, because it increased the month before by 1.7% as well. So I'm not too sure what the reasoning behind that is, but it is going up. As far as other things that retirees are likely to get, pets, okay? A lot of retirees have pets. And let me know if you have a pet, what it is. Is it a dog, a cat? Is it a anaconda, mountain lion? What is it? Okay, let me know down in the comment section below. But pets, you can see it right here. Oops, let me get this one. You see it right here. Pets and pet products. So pet food, this is still 0.4%. Okay, so annualized that'll be a 4.8% increase. Purchase of pets, pet supplies and accessories. Again, 0.1. It's a very modest increase, so nothing too substantial there. But again, that's what we're seeing. Recreational reading supplies, newspapers and magazines. That one, you can see it right there. Newspapers and magazines, right at the very bottom, 0%. Okay, it was a negative 0.1% 2 months ago, negative 2.2% last month. Now it's at 0. So that is what it is. Now, one thing I can tell you though, when it comes to prices dropping, again, we're going to see this. It's going to be slow, but hopefully it's steady. The key here isn't to see prices go from, let's say, a loaf of bread from $4.99 down to $1.99. That's that big of a jump, of a decrease, could be bring on other worries. So what we want to see here is not big swings. What we want to see is a trend. And as of right now, I think it's trending nicely in the right direction. But again, it could take a little bit of time. It will likely be another 2 to 3 months before we see any substantial changes, and we see these in the grocery stores and at the pharmacies and stuff like that. But once we do see this, I think it will be a good thing. So that is what we know at this time. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates. Again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.